This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, with your closing grain and livestock comments for September 23rd, 2019. Corn market up 2.5, beans up 9 3/4. Wheat market, KC and Chicago down 1, but Minneapolis up 13. Story of the day, rains over the weekend have the wheat market revved up here to some degree. Also, consideration or talks at the very least that China came away with a better feeling than what the U.S. did. State media over in China reporting that actually the cancellations of the Nebraska and Montana tours were not in relation to any trade negotiations falling apart, more of just a change of pattern they had to do to get people back. And they're pretty excited about the potential as we work into October. So we'll see how things kind of come together. They felt they had some progress nonetheless, and we'll see if that kind of culminates into some further development or not. But as we look to the corn market, wanting to hover around this 373 to 375 area, obviously the breakout point at 375, and in beans, breakout points at $9, closed rate around 892 and 893. So we're kind of hung up in this area here, waiting to see if we can accelerate to the top side or not. Brazil and Argentina continue dry, and we continue a little too wet here across the U.S. Feeder cattle up 120 to 270, live cattle up 250 to $2. Hogs up 60 cents to 212.5. So quite the day for the cattle. We did get a cold storage report here just a few minutes back. Red meat up 1% versus last month, but down 1% versus last year. Beef and freezers up 4% versus last month, down 6% versus last year. Pork and freezers down 1% versus last month, but up 4% versus last year. When we look to the overall tone of tomorrow's trade, we'll see if we can extend on these nice gains today for cattle. We're into the gap area now, and we'll see just what the lead months can do. Keep in mind, though, that the back months have already begun to fill these gaps, so the development from this point forward will have to be led by the nearby charge. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, trading in futures and options as well as risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation. Have a great afternoon.